is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Jeremy Lee in the building and every guest that you ever needed. Sports cards after hours keep the hobby heated. Updates, hobby talk like you never seen it. Sports cards live and none could ever beat it. Sports cards is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Welcome to another episode of Sports Cards Live with your host, Jeremy Lee.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the 6th episode of MC Mondays Live. This is the official auction-ending watch party on Sports Cards Live. It is Monday night, August the 21st, 2023. My name is Jeremy Lee. I would like to thank everyone who tuned in last time. We had a great show. Can't wait for the auction to start tonight. We're going to go back to back with another episode next Monday. Tonight's co-host joining me is MC's content manager, Michael Hathaway. Let's bring him out right now. There he is, Michael. Welcome back to the show. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you, Jeremy?
I am doing good, my friend. I am doing good. We've got a great auction tonight. I think it's 59 items, and I know that you guys at MC Sports Cards say that the focus auction is meant to be items that are, $1,000 and up. But as I was scrolling through the main page on eBay, it's like everything was a bit more, if not a lot more. I think I saw, and I'm probably wrong, but I think I saw maybe one card that hadn't hit $1,000 yet, and that was earlier today. I may not be completely accurate. There may be a few more, but my gosh, what a stack auction tonight. Vintage, modern, all sports. We got some really, really cool pieces tonight. So we're going to get to that soon. The first item ends in about 12 minutes from now. So we'll get to that. But a couple things while we have that time, let's talk about a few things going on there in your guys' world at MC Sports Cards. And what else? There's a couple big news headlines came out of the hobby this week. We'll touch on those too. But why don't you first tell us about a new partnership that I saw you guys announce on Instagram with a company called Fund Your Cards. What's going on with Fund Your Cards, Michael?
Yeah, so Fund Your Cards is a fantastic service run by two longtime collectors and dealers, Shayway Vlogs and Empire State Cards. And essentially what they do is they help collectors tap into the equity that they have in their collections already. So, your Grail comes up on auction. You might not necessarily have time to go through that process of liquidating all your cards yourself, right? Sending them to Consignment with MC. But you know that you have enough in your collection to cover it. So what you do is you contact FYC, you sit down with some spreadsheets about what you have, what your max price on the Grail is, and kind of what they think the valuation of your cards that you're willing to give up are. Auction goes. If they win, they take possession of your cards, they liquidate them over time. And once that number has been hit and you've paid it off plus a small service fee, boom, you have your Grail, and they handled all the slog of doing liquidation for you. You don't have to worry about answering all these messages. You don't have to worry about deciding, what am I going to sell privately? What am I going to send to auction? What might I want to send for eBay fixed price consignment? Instead, FYC handle all of that. And what we're doing with them is, obviously they have a lot of cards coming in. They are very good at what they do. And so obviously they've gotten some great Grails for clients, because they also, in addition to obviously when those big pieces come up at auction, there are collectors who have really great cards who they're not looking for things in trade. They really are just looking for cash. And so once again, you're in that jam where you need cash. They provide it, they bridge the gap. And so obviously FYC have a lot of great cards coming in, and they know that eBay is a great service for liquidity. We've done business with both gentlemen in the past privately, and essentially it just kind of started going. They were sending us some cards, and then we all said, why don't we kind of do a little bit more of a partnership model and really focus on how we can both help each other. And yeah, they've been fantastic to work with. And obviously if folks are looking to consolidate into a Grail when it comes up, and you don't want to panic sell everything in the 2 weeks leading up to an auction, get in touch with FYC. Great guys.
Yeah. I mean, I know a person who's done a couple deals with them where this guy has obtained a Grail via Fund Your Cards and given them like 300 cards in return. This was a super Grail, like hundreds of thousands of dollars for 300 cards that, were smaller cards. And I know that he thinks it's a great offering that they do. So now they've got these 300 cards, and they can try to sell themselves, or they can sell them through MC Consign with MC and MC Sports Cards, and some of them hopefully on MC Monday, so we can have some fun with extra or additional really cool cards. Because I know that I've seen some of the cards that they've received, and they're getting good cards. Like they're getting good cards, good players. So it's pretty cool. Nice to see a couple of, I'll say startups. I think MC is still relatively new to MC Mondays at least, but I know Mike's been doing this for a while. But it's nice to see a couple of young hobby companies working together, supporting each other, and really propping each other up. So kudos to both MC Sports Cards and Fund Your Cards. It's nice to hear. All right, let's go to a couple of comments we have here. We have Morgan Buser in the house. What is going on? Here we go. John says, R.I.P. Panini America. Yeah, we're going to talk about that next, John. B-Babe in the house. What's going on? Mike Cance, the man himself, is with us. Mike, good to see you. Hopefully you're doing some administrative work, some of the business-related stuff, and you have us on in the background. Good to see you, Mike. And Jake Dahl has joined us as well. We will have more people coming soon. Chuck Clement in the house. What's going on, Chuck? Good to see you. Guys, again, 59 amazing lots up for auction on MC Mondays tonight. I'm going to put a link in the chat right now, and this link will take you directly to tonight's items. And not only that, you're also going to get a preview at next Monday's auctions as well. It's in there. It just hit Facebook and the YouTube channel, so you guys should be able to see that now. Go ahead and do some browsing in the MC Sports Card store on eBay. All right, Michael, the other thing that we should talk about, because this news just hit a few hours ago. I think Darren Ravel broke it on Twitter. The NFLPA, the NFL Players Association, has rescinded immediately Panini's license to produce football cards with, I guess, the players on them. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I just know that before we came on, I saw a live stream on Instagram with Darren Ravel and Ken Golden. I went in there for a few minutes and listened to what they were talking about. But this is big news right now. Do you have any understanding of what's going on that you can speak to?
Yeah, so first off, it kind of poor timing that you just did your episode with Paul Lesko talking about all the legal issues in the hobby and then a legal bombshell drops. I mean, come on. My understanding is that Panini still have agreement with the NFL to produce trading cards with NFL trademarks on them. So again, that's why Topps, when they did their basketball release last year, there were no NBA team uniforms or logos. Obviously, Panini Baseball is unlicensed, and they airbrush them all out. So Panini are the only people who can put the uniforms on the cards and the trademarks and logos, but now they can't put player likenesses. And I forget who technically owns player statistical records, but obviously players have the rights to their own likeness. And so I think it puts Panini in a jam because now they can't put players on the cards, but they have all the team trademarks. Topps, Fanatics are in a less of a jam because they have player likenesses now, but they don't have team trademarks. I think honestly, Fanatics / Topps probably win in this situation because obviously we've seen Panini have been making products without a league license for baseball for years, and they're not as necessarily in demand. But I mean, we've seen a couple of those items on MC Monday, and obviously, running a consignment business, we see plenty of Panini baseball products come through every day, and they don't sell as well as Topps products, but there's still demand for them. If the product is good, the images are appealing, and players are signing autographs, and that's really another big thing. There's going to be demand for it. So the next 6 months are going to be interesting. I'd be really intrigued to see how it plays into the antitrust suit that Panini have filed as well. So I don't know. All I know is that they can't take my vintage cards away from me. So I'll always have vintage.
That's exactly right. It only impacts the hobby moving forward from a really true card perspective. We still have 140 years worth of sports cards to enjoy, collect, discover. I'm still, I'm over 40 years in this hobby, Michael. I'm still discovering new cards and I'm like, wow, that's a card either I've never seen and I now might want to pick one up, or there's a card I've seen before. All of a sudden it fits my taste. So I know I'm certainly not going to let whatever is going on in the area of licensing and sports cards, Fanatics, Panini, Topps. I'm okay with it. it's not going to impact how I enjoy the hobby, how I collect whatsoever. I know but I know it will affect how a lot of people do, and I'm sensitive to that. And I hope for that reason that people are still able to get the cards that they want of the players they want, pictured how they want them, with like license, with team images and in uniforms and all that. You mentioned that Panini's made unlicensed baseball. You're right. They've made unlicensed hockey because they've done deals with a couple of hockey players, but it's not the same, is it?
Yeah. And I think that the number one concern that I have in the back of my head when I saw this is thinking about all the hobby shops and distributors who were selling a lot of kind of basic Panini products because that helps their allocation for high-end product where they make massive margins later on down the line. And if those football products that have higher margins aren't coming, and they had kind of projected that into their accounting for the year, I do feel bad because, there is a situation where a lot of guys are going to be in a little bit of a bind. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully Fanatics and Panini can work this out to, help keep the ecosystem healthy, because the reality is that obviously those hobby shops rely on new product to sell to customers, and that is their lifeblood. So hopefully it gets resolved soon enough for good product to keep coming out in a reliable manner, but we'll find out.
Yeah, no, I agree. Anyone whose business relies on this, now it's a lot of LCSs, distributors, breakers, we'll see what happens. At the end of the day, I think, there will be cards that will come out. So that's one thing to consider. They just may not be what everybody want, and in due course, it'll correct and get back to. And by that, I just mean the products will be the way most people will want them, I have to think. But as people are saying in the chat, there's B-Babe here. B-Babe says there's plenty of vintage. Hello to you, Jeff McMahon. John says Panini soon to be Leaf 2.0. Leaf has a big head start on Panini, I'd say, right now in terms of deals with individual athletes and just entertainment people. Leaf does a great job in their niche at what they do. John says, if only Upper Deck could buy Panini. I wonder what Panini can't be worth. The IP, like the licenses, there are none. What is Panini worth anymore? The brands, Prism, National Treasures, Donruss, Mosaic, Optic, Immaculate, Flawless, are these the only things that have value anymore that Panini still owns? I don't know what else they own that is of value in the hobby.
Yeah, because I know that the other thing is that their long-term contracts that they had with printing companies, a lot of that printing capacity got bought up by Fanatics a few years ago. So they don't even have those relationships that they could leverage in that essentially pre-bought time on printers, which again, like if Upper Deck tried to make a move, that would be an area of value. But I don't really know. I think we'll find out in the next 6 months what's going to happen, but it's going to be a pretty tectonic shift. But again, I think the nice thing about the hobby is that, like you said, there's a 140-year backlog to go through, and we're finding out about new sets, and you find new ways to light that spark and keep the energy going, and it'll all be fine. We're all still going to collect. I mean, we all know that deep down, no matter what brand it is, no matter what company it is, as long as they're putting athletes on cards and signing cards, the images are beautiful, we're going to buy it. We're going to find ways to collect and find joy in it. So
pretty much, man. Pretty much the way it works. Our first item is ending in 12 seconds. We got into conversation. Let's bring it up. Geez. Right here. It's a Michael Jordan All-Star Die Cuts PSA 10, 4 seconds, $6,200. Let's see if there's any snipers. Well, let's let this turn over. There might have been some more bids. Looks like it ends at $6,200. Now, eBay has a really good sale on us tonight, everybody. So the snipers are out, I assure you, but they are invisible. That's all I can tell you. They are there, but they will be invisible. I need to reposition them for the show because the format of the eBay screen has changed. Michael, this next card is a Gem Mint PSA 10 2001 Spectra Nikola Jokic Color Blast Pop 7. It's at $1,058 right now, 21 bids. Color Blaster, there's a Panini staple now. What do you think? I mean, are we seeing the end of, if we are seeing the end of Color Blast, should this card go up from here from $1,058?
I don't know. I think it might, because then you have a completionist aspect to it. I want to get all of them. Can I do it for X amount of dollars?
It's going to be more possible now than ever. And there we go. 11:38:15 is what the Jokic Color Blast is going to settle in at. Brings us to a Patrick Mahomes Donruss Optic Hollow PSA 10. Nice looking card. Pretty much a standard Patrick Mahomes rookie card. I'm going to check out the population on this. Michael, why don't you just let us know what you know about this card and any recent comps, or where do you think it's going to end?
Yeah, it's the pop is 716, which is crazy because they sell for about like 2,000 to 2,500. And it really just shows you how powerful the demand side of the equation is, right? I mean, even with 700 plus tens, everybody who collects football wants this card. And so it's just going to have that stable high level demand, and that drives the price. So, I mean, we should see probably like $200-300 more in bids. So
5 seconds, 1850. Snipers on alert. Anyone out there? Let's let it turn over. And 1875 is what that card is going to settle in at. Let's close up some windows. Do a refresh right here on the Mookie Betts BGS 9 2014 Bowman Chrome Prospect Green Refractor rookie card auto. Out of 75, it's in BGS 9 mint condition. Let's just do a quick click on here. 8.5 centering, 9 edges, 9 corners, 9.5 surface. I am a surface guy, so I like to see that. The autograph looks absolutely perfect to me right there, as you can all see. 2175, 32 bids, 20 seconds left. Michael, your thoughts?
Greens are rare in 2014. We're so used to them being numbered to 99 in Topps products. They're actually numbered to 75 this year. And Mookie doesn't really have many autos outside of his rookie year, so pretty hot card.
7 seconds. Here we go, everybody. Final call. Get your bids in. 3 seconds and 2. And there's one. We're going to let it turn over. Let the hammer come down. 2275 on the Mookie Betts. And that brings us to a 1934 Gaudi Lou Gehrig, a second-year card. It's a PSA 1, and it looks like a 1. You can see the edges are pretty beat up. The corners are, I will say, the corners have perfect rounding for a PSA 1, but this card is what it is. As you can see, tough to get, tough to find in any condition. I shouldn't say tough to find. I should just say a great card in any condition. Not necessarily a rare card, but an important card for the hobby. Michael, your thoughts on this? We're at $2,098, 41 bids, 20 seconds left.
Like you said, I mean, at this point, Gehrig had kind of taken over for Ruth as the all-star of baseball. It is the card of its era. It's just a great piece, and you got to check it off on the box.
7 seconds, 5 seconds left. Final opportunity, everybody, to get in on this Gehrig from 1934. Looks like it's going to end right there at $2,191. All right, a 1948 Leaf Stan Musial. Before we get into this one, because we have an extra minute here, I want to go to some comments, Michael, that have come in. Mr. Keating, that 70s card show says Panini is cracked, quick high, no lasting impact. Yeah, I mean, there are exceptions to that, but I think in general that's not wrong. He goes on to say, looking forward to the state lottery mascot cards by Panini. Tip of the mitt, what's going on? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Morgan Muser, snipers on alert. You know it. Bob's Big Boy says Panini brought it on themselves. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. John says the hobby needs 2 large companies constantly or it's over, and a third runner-up. Mr. Keating says hobby was best when there was 1 large company. They're going to go back and forth a little bit here, I can see. John says now the selection for cards will be far less and will look more of the same between brands. The Prism era is over, says Bob's Big Boy. Hello, Topps Chrome. Like reconnecting with a long-lost friend, and a lot of people are happy with that. John likes when you got 3 companies going. The Professor likes the auction. Good to see it, Professor. All right, let's go back now to the auction. Stan Musial, Michael, PSA 3.5, 48 Leaf rookie card.
Yeah, so this is great from a price perspective. This is already doing about $600 over the last comp, so very happy there. And I think that what's really neat, talking about different companies, 48 Leaf and 48 Bowman, the 2 companies that were making cards that year, couldn't be more different, right? Bowman is all very simple black and white images. And Leaf has this beautiful, colorful pop art style. So I love it. You can choose what you want.
48 Leaf, one of my favorite sets of all time. There's a bid to 2381. Anybody else? Let's see if we get a final snipe. Oh, 2456 comes in the final split second. Snipers were lurking. All right, guys. Here's a 2018 Ronald Acuna Jr. This is the Topps Heritage Chrome Black Refractor. It's a PSA 9 that's mint condition, numbered out of 69. $683 right now, Michael. 35 seconds left. 49 bids already. What are your thoughts on this Acuna? By the way, I love the looks of this 69 design. I love it.
It's gorgeous. And the black refractor on this is beautiful in person. I think this one might actually be a little slower. I mean, the bids are coming in, right? There's 762. But he's starting to slip behind. Mookie Betts is climbing up on him on the MVP race. So we'll see where it goes.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to get the pop on this. 787 now. 999.99 and 1284.99. Anybody else? Oh, the snipers. There were several snipers. They didn't even know they were all out there. That was a pop 8 with 23 higher in a PSA 10 holder. All right, next item up. Oh, this is a cool card. 98 Upper Deck Ionics Michael Jordan Warp Zone. It's a PSA 10 Gem Mint card. $1,150 with 53 bids so far. Do you happen to know the pop on this card offhand, Michael?
Yeah, pop 31. And the last one I think did $1,300. So a little bit closer to the edge for what we like for MC Monday, but PSA 10 Jordan inserts are kind of having a moment right now. Values are going up. I think people are coming around on just how condition sensitive pretty much all the inserts from this era are. So we figured, hey, toss it in, see where it goes on the ride.
And it looks like it's going to settle in right where you need it to be, north of $1,000. There's 6 seconds left for somebody to take a stab and claim this card for themselves. They just did it. 1350, 1580 comes in the final moments on MC Mondays Live there, where the action is. All right, another 48 Leaf. I mean, this one is really nice, Michael. Look at the centering on this. It's not perfect top to bottom, but it's stronger than the usual was, but it's beautiful. Iconic Ted Williams pose. I've never owned this card. I would love to, and this looks really nice for a 3.5.
So we sold, you'll remember we sold the 4 last week of this exact card, and that did $1,300. So the fact that this is already $500 more while in a lower grade, I mean, that just goes to show grade is a suggestion for vintage, and you got to follow your eyes on this. And I mean, that is just a beautiful example.
Grade is just a suggestion. That is the line of the night right there, everybody, because you need to use your own critical eye. Look at that, 2467. Anybody else want to make a play? 2492. And this card might have just set a record. We will find out eventually. Congrats to the winner. I love it when a 3.5 sells for more than a 4 because of eye appeal. That tells me we're dealing with savvy buyers. Here's a BGS 9.5 Gem Mint Tim Duncan, 97 Topps Chrome Refractor rookie card. It's at $2,612. We have 30 bids so far, 30 seconds left, Michael. What are your thoughts on this piece?
I mean, just, you talk about Hall of Fame rookie cards and kind of where they start going from flagship paper to chrome. And then obviously you really want to focus on the refractor. This is kind of around that era, right? 94, 95, 96. And, Duncan is just a legend. Hope he coaches for the Spurs. Great piece and already doing over comps. So, again, pretty happy.
Well, we have 5 seconds left on it. $2,612. Final opportunity. No, there's no more snipers out there. 2612 on the Duncan. Very, very nice. All right. 97 Fleer Ultra. David Ortiz, gold medallion, PSA 10, Gem Mint, pop 22 only on this card, Michael. This is one that I've seen it. It's a gold medallion. I've seen it before, but only like one other time. And it's actually, I think I had one briefly earlier this year. Not a bad looking card. What can you tell us about it?
I mean, you say you're just outside of Boston. Red Sox collectors are diehard. When somebody lands this card and locks it up in the PC, I mean, it gets locked up. So this is a little under what the last comp was. We'll see where it goes, but someone's going to be happy.
David Ortiz, also known as David Arias, I guess 11.24. There's a bid in the final 13.26. Anybody else? Let's see what happens here. 22.31. That card went up by 50% in the final split second. Action on MC Mondays Live. Here's where it is. All right, guys. This is a 2020 Panini Select Rookie Signatures Gold Prism. Jalen Hurts. It's a mint condition PSA 9 card. Autograph. The autograph has received the grade of 10 from PSA. And yeah, I would agree that autograph looks absolutely beautiful and perfect to me. This is do we have the pop on this one? I don't see the pop. We can look it up, but it doesn't even matter, guys. There's only 10 copies of this card printed. So it's one of those cards. You got to get it when you can. $2,666, 56 bids already, 13 seconds left. Are there any snipers lurking? We are about to find out. The clock is ticking down. 5 seconds. There's a bid to 27. Hey, 28.25, 3,053. And that card gets sniped. We had professional snipers in on that one, everybody. All right. Another Lou Gehrig. This one's got a few things going on. This is graded as authentic, altered by PSA. This is the rookie card, the 33 Gaudy Lou Gehrig. It's the low-numbered version of the card. He has 2 in the set, and it's got something stuck to it there, Michael. I'm not sure what that is. We have 2 spots where there's like some tape stuck to it.
It's tape. Yeah, it's tape. So this came from a large collection that walked into an LCS that uses us for consigning off some of just excess inventory. And someone walked in with a giant box of 33, 34 Gaudy and 48 Leaf and 49 Bowman. And so we know where the cards come from. And this one was in a binder, so it was taped up.
Oh, there we go. Well, there's a bid to 1,400. It's a PSA authentic altered. 3 seconds. Final call, 1475. Anybody else? That's going to do it. $1,475 on the 33 Gaudy Lou Gehrig, which brings us to a Tom Brady rookie card. The year is 2000. It's a press pass football autograph rookie card. BGS 8.5. That is near mint to mint plus. Autographs received a 10. Let's have a look at that autograph. Yeah, it looks a slight streak up there, but minor. Doesn't bother me. The autograph looks really good. This is a nice looking card. It's one that I haven't seen a lot of copies of. It might be only the second time I've actually seen one of these, Michael. What can you tell us about it? $2,503 already.
I love this card. It's his college uniform, but it's an awesome shot of him right in the pocket. Like, I think that it's beautiful from like an aesthetic standpoint. I think it's his best rookie auto, honestly.
5 seconds left, everybody. $2,553. Final opportunity. Let's get a bid in there. No more bids. Snipers
that's
were
right
on coffee break. All right. The action doesn't stop here, you guys. We have a 98 Upper Deck Black Diamond. This is a Peyton Manning rookie card, the quadruple diamond. It's a BGS 9.5. Only 100 copies produced. This is number 45 of 100. It's a pop 6 in a BGS 9.5 holder. All subgrades are 9.5 except for corners coming in at a 9. And as I do a quick scan of the front of the card, yeah, maybe the bottom left has a little bit of white showing, but that would not bother me. I'd be happy to own this card, that's for sure. It's at $686, 20 seconds left, Michael. What do you think is going to happen here in the final minutes?
The last sale was in 2021. So we really are kind of open to any number. It's going to be interesting to see where it lands.
There's a bid to 868, 955, 2 seconds, 1115 across, 1190, and it crosses the MC Mondays $1,000 barrier. Snipers were working hard tonight. All right, guys, this is a great card. PSA 8. I mean, this is an iconic card, probably top 10 card of all time. Magic Johnson rookie card on the right, Larry Bird rookie card on the left, Dr. J, Julius Erving scoring leader in the middle. It's a PSA 8. It's from 1980. I love this card. I have a copy. We all have a copy of this in our collection. Let's face it. $3,850, Michael, with 72 bids so far. Anything you'd like to add? I mean, I don't see any of those black print speckles going on. This is a nice card.
Yeah, this is a really clean copy. It's actually several $100s over comp. And like you said, I mean, this is a pop 3,000 in a PSA 8. Like everybody has this card, but everybody wants this card, and that's why it's doing $3,800.
It is clean. It is clean for the grade. 2 seconds, final opportunity. Yeah, it would have been cool to see another bid, but I understand that, you know, if it's already over comps, that's where it's going to settle in. Nice card. All right, guys, here's our, I think, our first Kobe Bryant of the night. This is your 96-97 Topps Finest Refractor rookie card. It's at a BGS 8.5. Let's look at the subgrades here. 8.5 centering, 8 surface, 9.5 corners, 9.5 edges. So surface being the biggest issue. As we come down, maybe like a refractor print line right there, something going on right there. Perhaps we got some print lines, and that's what's causing that the degradation of the surface. If you look down at the bottom, you're seeing some scratches, but those are not on the card, you guys.
Those
you can
are
see
on
how
the
they
case,
come below
yeah,
and are on the holder. So don't be worried about those scratches down there. Those are on the slab. And if you have Scratch X 2.0, you can buff those right out. $905, 6 seconds left, you guys. Final opportunity on this Kobe rookie, 11-10, and that is where it is going to end. $1,110. All right, what's next? Oh, third year Michael Jordan base card in a PSA 9 holder, mint condition. This card is currently sitting at $1,325. Now, this is a card that when you see one you like, grab it. Grab it when you see it, when you like it, at the price you're comfortable with. Because I don't know the pop, but this was not a rare card. They printed thousands and tens of thousands of these things. So, but looks good to me. Slightly off-centered left to right, but the grade does reflect the centering and the condition, I would say. Any additional comments, Michael?
I mean, like you said, frankly, if this were any other player besides Jordan, it'd be like an $80 card. But Jordan is just so heavily collected that even these base cards have that kind of value.
People want the run of MJ cards, especially the Fleer run. You got 5 seconds left. We're at 1370. Final opportunity for the snipers on alert. 1476.06. The last bid comes in. All right. Oh, here's a nice card. Look at this. Alexander Ovechkin, our first hockey card of the night. This is his PSA 10 Young Guns from 2005-06, the flagship product, a dual rookie year after a year of lockout. And this one is at $4,500 with 59 bids and 35 seconds left. Michael, I mean, I don't know what more needs to be said about Alex Ovechkin. He is on the verge of breaking Wayne Gretzky's all-time goals record. It's not a slam dunk yet, but he's getting there. What do you think?
I like that, though, that it's not a slam dunk, because there is that tension, right? Every couple of weeks you go, oh, where's he at? Can he make it? So I think it's going to be fun to see where he lands and where this card lands.
Well, we have 8 seconds left, guys. Your final opportunity to get in on this particular card. There's a bid to 4650. Anybody else? Snipers on alert. And that one is going to end at $4,650. Feels to me like that card is kind of creeping back up a little bit. All right, yeah, Mike Bossy, one of the most underrated players, an all-time goal scorer in the NHL. This is his 1978 rookie card. It's in a PSA 9 mint holder. This issue is notorious for being off-centered, a very tough card to find in a 9, or never mind a 10. Beautiful card, $1,503, 35 bids. And like I said, this year is the year right before the Wayne Gretzky rookie. He won 4 Stanley Cups while Wayne Gretzky was in the NHL. They were a dynasty, and he was at the core of it with Brian Trottier and Clark Gillies and Billy Smith and more. Michael, any comments for a couple seconds here?
There are no 10s, so this is as good as it gets for O-Pee-Chee.
No 10s. Holy. Final opportunity. There's a bid to 1581. And that's where it's going to end. That's a great card. All right, what do we have? Oh, this is a beauty. The cut above, 96-97 EX2000, Michael Jordan. I love this card, Michael. I've never owned one. It's on my list. I'll get to it eventually. But this is a BGS 8. It's a near mint to mint condition. Again, beautiful die cut card. Really tough condition. Look at all the sharp corners on the prongs of the saw there. The bottom is a straight edge bottom border, but this card is tough, and it looks really nice to me. Surface is 7.5. I'm not sure why. Michael, do you know?
Yeah, so these are actually so first off, this is a Fund Your Cards card. Thank you guys. The surface is a hollow foil surface, so it is very sensitive, which a lot of people don't realize. They often go for the edges, but the surface is really what kills you.
5 seconds, last opportunity. Fund Your Cards is in the game tonight, $2,425, and that is where it is going to end. All right, what do we have here next? Let's see. Oh, the Michael Jordan Nike promo in a PSA 9 holder. This is an oversized card, almost like a postcard. Came in a box of Air Jordans back in 1985. What do you think of it, Michael? 2075 right now.
I am obsessed with this card. It is a gorgeous display piece. It is, I mean, that's the birth of the Air Jordan brand logo right there. So it is one of the most iconic images pretty much in all of sports. And then I love the city of Chicago. So you see that skyline in the background. And to me, it brings back so many memories of spending summer vacation days in Chicago, fall vacation days in Chicago. It's just, if you're from Chicago, if you're a Bulls fan, this is it. This is an incredible piece. So it's about at comp, and I hope somebody enjoys what they're buying.
Well, let's see what happens here. We got 5 seconds left. Snipers on alert. Final opportunity. And that card is going to settle right in there at $2,075. And that brings us to Justin Herbert, 2020 Donruss Optic, the rated rookie white sparkle in a PSA 9 holder. Mike, do you have the pop handy on this card?
I do not. I know that these are short printed, and also Mike did text me. Every bid so far is legit. Every winner has actually been a legitimate buyer. A lot of repeat buyers, so we're confident that everything's getting paid, which is great because everything's been doing well over comp.
That's great to hear. He made a comment right here. This auction is going really smoothly, and he's watching from the back end, everybody. So far, all the buyers look legit. There's nothing like an auction company telling you during the auction that the buyers are legit. That's awesome. Thank you, Mike, for being there. And the comment, 2075, 2,400, and that's where the Herbert is going to settle in at $2,400. All right, here we have another Justin Herbert. This is the 2020 Panini Prism Blue Shimmer rookie card out of only 25 copies. A BGS 9, the subgrade, centering 9, corners 9, edges 9.5, surface 8.5. Nice looking card, serial numbered on the back right there, 2 of 25. Michael, any comments on this piece?
These don't come up for sale often. The last comp was December of 2022. The comp before that was like, I think November of 2021. So these just don't pop up. It's always kind of an adventure when something this rare pops up at auction because you're not sure where it's going to land. So we'll see what happens.
We're about to find out. 8 seconds. There's only 25 of them. That's why you're not going to see them very often. $2,250. Snipers on alert. Snipers, get ready. Snipers fell asleep. $2,250 on the Herbert. All right, a 1 of 1 Nikola Jokic PSA 9 select signatures, black prism, mint 9. We don't need to talk about the pop on this, Michael. It's a 1 of 1. This is a pretty card, I would say. This design I'm sure looks a lot cooler in hand under the light as the light bounces off those little boxes, doesn't it?
Yeah, this one is actually beautiful in person. We got this from a consignor who picked up a couple different Jokic black prisms over the years. Was a big believer in Jokic from the start, so it's been really fun to see some of those rare Jokic's come through. It's a great looking card. Despite his uptick lately, I think he's still criminally undervalued, one of the best players in the game today. So someone is going to be very happy.
Well, there might be someone I can think of who might be in the market for this. So let's see if we see a snipe bid in the final second here. 2705. Sniper showed up and said, this card is going to be mine. All right, let's move on. Next up on the block, Sandy Koufax, 1955 tops, EX5, PSA 5. Michael, I'm looking at this card and it looks like it's in really nice condition. I do see the top right corner and the bottom right corner do have a slight ding or rounding. Otherwise, this card looks really nice. Maybe some slight surface wear right here in the cheek, but not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Have you looked at this one closely?
Yeah, I've looked at it pretty closely. It's a touch off center, left, right also. It's a 5, right? It's a 5. It definitely is graded appropriately. But I think the nice thing is it's all the little things that make it a 5. There's no big errors, so it has great eye appeal.
It does look like a nice 5 to me. $1,650, $1,675. There are snipers lurking. Anybody else going to pull the trigger? And that's going to end for $1,675. Sandy Koufax. I love that card. Jackie Robinson, everybody. None other than Jackie Robinson. His second Topps card, 53 Topps. This is in VG3 condition. Another one that at first glance looks pretty nice. Might be, well, that bottom right corner definitely has an issue. Again, it is a 3. Left edge looks nice. Top right corner, again, it's a 3, but looks good. A bit of a ding in the top edge there. Not bad, though. Right edge looks nice to me as well. The black is where you're going to see the biggest issues. But the image looks nice. I mean, he's popping right there. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a gorgeous image. I think it's amazing that Jackie was made card number 1. I mean, just think about what that means for the history of baseball. And it's a beautiful portrait.
4 seconds, 11:26, 12:51:51. And that's where the 53 Jackie is going to end. Congratulations to the winner of that card. Oh, another hockey card. Connor McDavid. This is the Upper Deck Champs rookie card from 2015-16 and a BGS 9.5 holder. That is an on-card auto, everybody, and that auto looks good to me. Beckett only gave it a 9. Why is that? I
was confused, and I was really hoping to hear your opinion on it because obviously you've seen more McDavid autos than I could ever hope to, and I looked at it and I kind of, gave it a really 9.
There's a bit of a streak. It's hard for me to. There's a bit of a streak right there, but that to me is like no big deal. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the grading the autograph because autographs can fade over time. Then the grade doesn't mean it's obsolete. It doesn't mean anything. It's moot. 1725, great on card auto, McDavid rookie card, final opportunity, and that's going to end at 1,725 with a very strange Beckett grade on the autograph. All right, here we have an Albert Pujols rookie card from 2001. This is the Topps Chrome traded. It's a PSA 10 gem mint. Do you know? I'm going to check out the pop on this unless you know it.
429 for a pop 10.
429. Not obscene.
Yeah.
Right?
And they're a little tough. This was also, I think, kind of the beginning of Chrome being the main player, right? Obviously, like we said, kind of mid-90s for basketball. Baseball took a couple of years longer. So you're starting to see production numbers go up, but still not as many people grading. So it is tougher to find 10s, but 9s are readily available.
And there we go. 8 seconds, 1,075. A bid just came in. There was 1,175. Snipers are active. 1,285. Final opportunity. 1,335 in the final 10th of a second. Action lives on MC Mondays, everybody. That's where the action is. All right. Ed Too Tall Jones. Ed Too Tall Jones is 1976 Topps rookie card. I mean, this card makes you smile. It just makes you smile. PSA 10 gem mint. What's the pop? 25. Only 25 opportunities to own this card. $1,800. This is my favorite card so far in the auction, Mike. This is just wonderful. What do you think?
I love it. My favorite thing about Too Tall Jones is that, first off, great nickname, but he actually took a 4-year break from football because he was bored with football and became a heavyweight boxer and actually racked up a 6-0 record. His fights were on national TV. Just like, what a cool story that could only happen in the 70s.
Right? I mean, that's amazing. 5 seconds. Final chance, guys. 2 seconds. Looks like the snipers were not there. I guess the top bidder got the bid in. And they will be very happy with that beautiful Ed Too Tall Jones rookie card from 1976, which he shares with Walter Payton. Another beautiful card from that set. All right, guys, a PSA 10 Barry Sanders rookie card from 1989 score. We've all owned a few of these in our day. I say that knowing it's not completely true. I've owned a few in my day. Currently, I don't have one, but I'm in the market for one eventually. I'll pick up a PSA 9, pick it up nice and cheap. But here we have a PSA 10, $1,340, Michael. Do you know the pop on this guy?
I don't. I will say, we actually just sold one of these last week for $1,100. So I'm pretty happy with this number right here. I mean, these are tough grades, like so get all you
Pop,
can.
the pop is 2,198, so it's a bit up there, but it's a very popular card. Last opportunity, we're at 1,340. Yeah, looks like everyone was satisfied with that price. $1,340 on the 89 score. Barry Sanders rookie card brings us to another Tom Brady rookie card. This is the 2000 Fleer Tradition autograph. The BGS 8 centering, 8 edges, 7.5 corners, 9.5 surface. This card contains an on-card auto. The auto's perfect. Beckett agrees with me. That's good to see. What is going on? Let's just see. The corners are 7.5. So that bottom right corner has some white showing. Bottom left, a little bit of white. Some edge chipping right there. Top left has a bit of white showing. Top right, a little bit of white showing. So I'd say appropriately graded, but these cards are rare, tough to find, and they traveled. They had to get to the player and back and packed out. So not surprised. BGS 8, 9 seconds left, 2,276. Michael, there's a sniper at 2,605. Any other snipers? No. No more snipers. $2,605 on that Brady rookie card. Oh, here we go. Hakeem. I say Hakeem. It's spelled Hakeem here. How do they pronounce it? Hakeem?
It's pronounced Akeem, like it's just the littlest bit of the H. And then I know that it's like partially a translation error, like error question. And so that's why you saw some of his early cards were just the A, some had the H. And then basically he clarified it with the press and said, please spell it with an H. So,
well, there we go.
A little bit of history.
Here's the Elijah. This is a BGS 9.5, guys. This has the PWCC eye appeal of A. That's above average, top 30% of the BGS 9.5s that they have seen. $676. I kind of feel like there might be a bid coming because there's one to 820. Any more snipers out there? 885, 898, 988 at the final buzzer. 988 on the BGS 9.5. Akeem Olajuwon. Brings us to our first star card of the night, maybe our last, an 83-84 star basketball. BGS 9.5 James Worthy short print. These cards are tough. Star cards, a lot of information out there about them now more than ever. We're $550, Michael. I mean, I have to think we're going to see another bid here. What do you think?
I think so. This was a little bit of an oddball one. Obviously, like you said, a lot of the information about star cards is pretty recent. So some of the short print statuses weren't super clear. People have kind of been getting better about being more selective about how they collect star cards. So this is a little bit of a gamble on our part. We hope it's going to break 1,000. We don't really know.
Well, there's 6 seconds till we all find out. 5 seconds, 787. Let's see another bid come in. Can we get closer to 1,000? We cannot. 787.
You win some, you lose some.
Hey, still, I mean, listen, I always say that that's what the card is worth right now, and congrats to the new owner. Here we have, this is another cut above like the Jordan we saw earlier, but this is the baseball version where they did the die cut on the bottom as well. This card is very high up on my want list right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have the Barry Sanders. I have a Jerry Rice in this. Here's the Griffey. $1,025. The subgrades are 9 corners, 9 edges, 9.5 centering, 8.5 surface. Tough on the corners, but it's still got a 9. $1,025. 39 bids. 17 seconds left. Michael, have you ever owned one of these?
No, I mean, for good reason. This is one of the must-have Griffey inserts, and it commands a premium for it.
So nice. Final opportunity, everybody. We're at $1,050. 4 seconds. Snipers, get ready. $1,100. We had a sniper come in at the last second and say, this is mine. All right. Lou Alcindor, you know him as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is his PSA 6 69 Topps rookie card. That's an EX mint condition card. As I look at it here, looks nice. Something going on the top there. I really don't know what that is, if that's on the card or if that's something to do with the holder. I'm not sure. Do you know, Michael, what's going on there at the top?
I actually didn't really take a close look at this one. I assume that it's the holder, but obviously with the tall boy format, these do get some chipping on the tops because they would just stick out of binder pages or stick out of sleeves. So could be,
Okay.
looks like it's the
That's not
holder.
edge, guys. That is not edge. That is the way it's just looking in the holder. That's my determination. I think it's a very nice 6. Anyway, there's only 4 seconds, so get a bid in if you want to. $25.50. That's it. $2,550. Sorry for cutting you off there, Michael. I just wanted to make sure I said that I had a closer look. And as you can see right here, that is not an issue with the card. You can see the card is starting to come up against the PSA holder right there. Nice copy for a 6. Oh, another 48 Leaf. This time it's Babe Ruth. I believe his final card, $2,950. Michael, this might be the nicest 2 I've ever seen.
It's gorgeous. It's one of my favorite images of Ruth on a card. You can almost see him because we're so used to seeing him pretty triumphant, but here he's almost like carrying the weight of being Babe Ruth. And this is the last card that came out when he was alive. And if you look at the PSA pop, there is one signed copy that he would have signed about a month before he died.
Yeah. Well, this card is gorgeous. 9 seconds, 3,050, 31. This is where the savvy collectors come out and play. 37.64, 38.16. Final call. $3,816 on that beautiful 48 Leaf Babe Ruth. There you have it again, right there. All right, what is up next? We have a Julio Rodriguez 2022 Topps Chrome Gilded Gold Refractor Rookie Auto PSA Gem Mint 10. That auto looks stunning to me from here. 199 copies ever made. Yeah, that look, he's got a great auto. Like, you can't read it, but it's got some artisticness to it. Do you know the pop on this?
I don't. I do know, to be fair, these cards grade pretty well. So the PSA 10 pops on these are generally higher than you might think. But it's a beautiful card, and these look gorgeous in person.
9 seconds, 1,050. It's a pop 16, you guys. A pop 16. That is it. 199 copies. 1296, says Mr. Sniper. 1371 in the final 10th of a second. 1371. Action on MC. All right, guys. 2021 Panini Flawless Football factory sealed. 1 box, 10 cards, 47 seconds left. 25 bids so far. $6,091. Who is going to step up for this? It's a breaker's dream right here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, because you're looking for Trevor Lawrence, and more Trevor Lawrence. Hottest QB in the hobby going into the season. And I mean, Flawless, I know we say it all the time, Flawless should be worth more. It's actually game worn. The design is beautiful. So I actually don't really know what these boxes do right now, but this seems about right, just like gut feeling wise.
Flawless, in my opinion, puts NT to shame. NT just I don't like it nearly as much. But anyway, let's see. There's a bid to 61.91. We got one more bid in at the end from the Sniper. 61.91. I'm with you. I love the Flawless product from a aesthetics perspective, and that's one thing that we'll see what happens with Panini, but they may, like, would they sell the brand, the IP on the brand, or just let Topps come up with a new brand that looks like it or fills that void? Here we have, how do you say, Helio?
Like Helio Castroneves. Yeah.
Helio Ramos. Thank you. Michael, why don't you take this one?
So he's a Giants prospect. He's kind of been up and down. They're really looking to rebuild next year. They're hoping to sign Shohei Ohtani, so he might be a key part of it. This card is never sold publicly, so the only comp to go off of is the non-auto Superfractor, which did $425. This is pretty good for that.
And that's going to sell for $1,650. Oh, 2301. Never you mind. 2301 on the Helio Ramos PSA 10 Superfractor. Very nice. Okay, next up is a Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett of the Pittsburgh Steelers, PSA 10 Contenders Optic Rookie Ticket, blue auto, only 75 copies produced. The autograph, let's take a look at it. Yeah, that autograph is perfect. Perfect to my eye. I do like the looks of this card. Numbered on the back, I'm guessing, where is that number? Where is that number?
Right underneath his feet.
Oh, there it is. Right there. 72 to
75.
Beautiful card. $1,051.51. Do you know the pop? You don't know? That's okay.
Maybe like pop 9?
Maybe pop 9. 8 seconds. There's a bid. 1,076. Snipers on alert. Get ready. Final opportunity. 1525. $2,025. 2138. 2138 on the Pickett Blue Optic Contenders Rookie Ticket Auto. Nice card action on MC Mondays. All right, guys. Another kaboom tonight. Oh, no, we had the color blast before. This is the kaboom. Our kabooms. Is this going to be an RIP sort of situation? We don't know quite yet, but big news coming out of the hobby today. Kevin Durant's PSA 10 2022 Panini Crown Royal Kaboom Gold. PSA 10, only 10 copies made, everybody. And this is a PSA 10. This is a killer card. Kevin Durant. I mean, come on, he's a decent player. We're at $4,300 with 33 bids, 15 seconds left. Michael, do you think we have snipers lurking?
I think so. Should be a big year for the Suns. Let's see where it does.
There's a bid, 43.50, 45.50. The snipers are there, 5,100. Final call for sniping, 5,100 on the gold kaboom of KD, Mr. Kevin Durant. And that brings us to Xander Bogaerts, BGS 9.5, 2012 Bowman, Chrome Prospect, the red refractors. You can see 5 copies produced. It's a BGS 9.5. The auto has a 10. Yeah, that auto looks really nice. Looks really nice. I don't want to make any sort of jokes. It almost looks like a younger person made it, but hey, that's okay. I'm not here to criticize anybody's signature or their autograph. The auto is laid down perfectly. I like how he has the X. How do you say his last name? Is it Bogaerts?
Bogaerts. He used to be a Boston Red Sox, so this used to be color match. And now he's on the Padres. A little bit of a nifty year, but should be a good sale.
Only 5 of these and 5 seconds left. We're at $2,600. Final call. 2,600. Oh, did you see that?
Where'd it go?
$5,555. That card more than doubles. More than doubles in the final 10th of a second. Congratulations to everybody on that one. 55 snipers were ready to play, and they were not messing around, bringing us to 1960 Hemmets Journal, Cassius Clay. You know him as Muhammad Ali, PSA 4. Nice looking copy of this. I mean, the centering is off, but maybe there's something on the back. Like, why is this only a 4? Looks really nice to me. Maybe there's a fisheye right there, but that's not making it a 4. This looks great. The
really tough thing, I've owned a lot of cards from this issue. The big thing is the paper stock is super thin and it gets creased all the time. So this is awesome.
38.39 final opportunity. $3,839. I mean, I don't know if that's high for a 4, Michael, but if it is, well deserved. I wouldn't hesitate as the buyer either at that level for that quality card. All right, guys. Cristiano Ronaldo, National Treasures, Century Collection. This is a tag patch right there. 5 copies produced, numbered right on the front. That autograph looks beautiful. The card is graded an 8. That autograph would surely grade it. No, maybe it wouldn't grade a 10 because a little bit of it hits the foil there, actually. But again, I would say, who cares? I wouldn't penalize the card. Wonderful card overall. Any comments, Michael?
This exact card sold on Golden a few months ago, so we'll see where it does in comparison to a few months ago. But beautiful auto, great patch. I love it.
5. There's a bid to 37.21. Final opportunity. 54.11. The card jumps in the final moments of
$900 more than it sold for on Golden.
What did it sell for last time on Golden?
It sold for $4,600 on Golden, so that's just the eBay difference.
$4,600 on Golden, $5,400 here. There we go. Very nice sale. Another Nikola Jokic card. This is his Immaculate Collection. Another brand that I love relative to National Treasures. I love Immaculate. Always makes a nicely designed card. This is a PSA 7 autograph patch on card auto. Auto looks pretty good, slightly streaky on the final stroke here of the pen, but a nice 3-color patch, full body shot of Jokic. We're at $2,805. Only 99 copies produced. This is number 28 of 99. 8 seconds left, 42 bids so far. Final opportunity, everybody. There's a bid to $3,415. And that card is going to settle right in at $3,415. Congratulations all around. Another Jackie, another Jackie card. 49 Bowman Jackie Robinson card. This is a VGX SGC4. Looks very nice to me. $4,303, 39 seconds left. A bit of a rough cut on the left edge, but as somebody who collects O-Pee-Chee hockey, that does not bother me. Same with the right edge. I actually like it. Top edge looks great. Bottom edge looks great. All 4 corners look really nice. Maybe some very slight surface wear. Very, very, very. This card's really
like
nice. I don't know why it's only a 4.
Grades are a suggestion when it comes to vintage. This is a gorgeous copy. The last 4, we sold for $4,300, so I'm happy with this.
The back is beautiful too. 5 seconds. Get your bids in. This card is stunning. 3 seconds. Final call. No more bids. $4,303. Great card. All right. LeBron James, everybody. This is numbered out of 5. It's a team slogans card. All for one on the patch right there. It's from 2017 Immaculate. Game worn. Let's have a look at the back of this card. See what it says. The enclosed game worn materials guaranteed by Panini America. This is a really cool card, Michael. What do you think of it?
I love this. I think they only had that slogan on the uniform for 2 seasons. And I love, LeBron doesn't have licensed autos, so really nice distinctive patches have taken a really important prominence for LeBron collectors like this. So it's an awesome piece. It's a really unique piece. I hope it sells really strong, but with a card like this, you don't really know.
We're about to find out. 7 seconds away. We're at 2,565, 2738. Final opportunity, 3272, 3405. Snipers, we're on alert for the LeBron logos card. All right. Here we have a Kobe Bryant as Grant Hill's all-rookie team, named by Grant Hill. I guess that's what this is. It's a 1996 NBA Hoops. Grant Hill's all-rookie team. Pop 8, PSA 10, Gem Mint. Nice-looking card. I've never seen this before, Michael. And it's already at $5,100. It's a Kobe rookie.
Neither have I.
It's a Kobe rookie
this is another Fund Your Cards card. FYC sent us this. I've never seen one before. Like, not even, I've never seen this in person. I've never seen a sale of this card before. I have no clue what it's going to sell for. This is just going to be an adventure for both of us.
I wonder how they knew. This is a Pop 8, guys. Pop 8 only. This might be his, I don't know. This might be like his most obscure, kind of under the radar card. And I'm surprised it's, I know nothing about it, but I'm surprised it's selling for $5,100 only. Pop 8, you guys. Pop 8. Wow, crazy. You learn something every day. Something new every day. One of my favorite cards in the auction. This is another card I really want to own one day. This is Superman number 1. The number 1 card in the Superman set from 1940, you guys. 1940. I mean, it's a PSA 2. It's a $4,450. And this card, it's like, I'm not a comic collector, but I like superheroes. This is exactly what I need in my collection because I have no interest in a comic book. None, especially at $1 million, which is what it's going to cost to get an original Superman. So I love this card. I want one. I'm envious of the eventual winner tonight, Michael, but it's a 2, but it looks good to me. 6 seconds. Final opportunity. Sniper, Superman will take you down if you don't take a shot at it. Yeah. And the bid comes in to $5,655.77 seconds at the final opportunity. Congratulations to the winner of Superman. All right, Michael. Julio Rodriguez back on the block. A PSA 10 2022 Topps Pristine Orange Refractor autograph. Oh, that autograph is stunning. Like, I got to say, Topps, I think, does the best job in terms of providing the right pens, the right surfaces to players to make sure that on these shiny cards the autograph sticks and adheres so beautifully, don't you think?
I think so. I think, listen, the reality is they've been doing it the longest of the companies that are still involved. And I think that experience shows, yeah, you can quibble with minor things here and there, but this is a beautiful auto, and all of J-Rod's autos are really solid.
It's a beautiful card. Pristine's a beautiful tops brand. 1,183 seconds. Final opportunity. 1324. Snipers were lurking. And this trigger got pulled on Julio Rodriguez. Bring us a Gleyber Torres 2015 Bowman Chrome Super Fractor Auto. 1 of 1. SGC 8.5. Auto gets a 10. Auto looks great to me. Oh, yeah. Super Fractors among all of our favorites, Michael. 3,051. Do you know any history on this card?
Yeah, this card has sold twice before on 2 other platforms. Sold on Golden a year ago, and it's sold on Alt earlier this year. Gleyber has had a little bit of a rough year. The Yankees have had a terrible year. So that might influence why this card is being sold. I don't know, though. But, Gleyber is a guy who still has a lot of high upside. He's still pretty young, hits well, so we'll see where it goes.
Well, we are going to find out. We have 7 seconds till we all find out. Final opportunity. Get your bid. There's a bid to 3372, 5,600. 5,600 says the Sniper, and they make it theirs. Very nice final action on that. All right, here's another Kobe rookie. This is a pop 12. The other one we saw for 5,100 was a pop 8, but this is it's a Bowman's Best Picks refractor. Beautiful card. It's got some die cut action down there in the bottom right. Doesn't it? That is, yeah, that's a die cut for sure.
Yep.
Very nice looking card. Let's take a quick peek at it. It is a PSA 10, 25 seconds, $6,700 now. I love this card. I like the colors. It's retro colors to me, Michael.
Yeah, and there's no greening at all, which is really awesome, and that's what really stands out in person.
Very important factor when it comes to these refractors. Final opportunity, Snipers. Are you going to pull the trigger? Are you going to pull the trigger? 6,800. We got one more Sniper bid in at the last moment. All right, guys, we're winding down here. We only have 6 cards left. The action goes by so quick. I'm sorry. Lots of great comments coming through. We'll get to them after, I promise. I want to thank everybody for being here on MC Mondays Live. We're doing back to back to back. We did last week. We did this week. We will do next week. And right now we have a 1955 Topps All-American Jim Thorpe PSA 7 card. Michael, you talk while I inspect.
I mean, Jim Thorpe is one of those characters who kind of transcends sports and into Americana and like American lore in general. Despite that, he doesn't have a lot of cards. He has 2 or 3 cards from his actual days when he was active. And he has 2 or 3 cards from like the 40s and 50s. So this is one of the most important cards in terms of building out that Thorpe collection. It's beautiful. It's from a great set. So
there's the bid to 1225, 1304. Final opportunity, guys. Any more Snipers? 1379, 1404. Snipers are playing with fire, coming in at the last possible second. I do love that card, and I got to say, that was a beautiful, beautiful copy. Our buddy Joe Perot in the chat, I know he has a copy of that card, and he loves his Jim Thorpe. All right, guys, here we have an SGC2 48-leaf Jackie Robinson. This is yours truly's favorite vintage card of all time. I think second for me is 53 Topps Willie Mays, Michael. I love that card. I don't own one of those. I do own one of these. 27 seconds left. It's a $7,700. And this card, the centering is obviously off side to side. Hey, my card is off side to side too. I love it. But the corners look good for a 2. It's a 2, right? Yeah, really good for a 2. Mm-hmm. It's got this mark down here in the bottom left. 11 seconds, guys. Get your trigger fingers ready. Not a bad copy. I don't mind this card off-centered. Maybe because mine is also off-center, so I have a soft spot for it. But let's see if there's a final bid. No final bids. $7,700 on the SGC2. Jackie Robinson from 1948 Leaf. All right, we're going to take a short breather here. We have an extra minute, Michael. It's nice. We can do some comments. You guys know what this is. This is the black refractor out of 500, only 500 copies made of a parallel to arguably LeBron's most popular rookie card, the Topps Chrome, BGS 8.5. Again, only 500 copies made. Very important card. Going to go to some comments here, Michael. That 70s card show, I'm not sure if you're still with us, says, can I rewind and bid on that 34 Gaudy Lou Gehrig? Yeah, if you're still there, I saw that comment when it came in, John, and I don't know if you got to go back in time or not. John says, all big cards, nonstop. Goddamn, guys. Yeah, this is where the action is for sure. John says, Jeremy is waking up the neighbors with the excitement. I'm not worried about the neighbors. I am worried about my 6-year-old, my 4-year-old that are 2 levels above me right now. But I've never woken them up before, so hopefully not. John, in reaction to the Ovechkin card, says these Young Guns prices, wonders is that high for an Ovechkin sale? I think it's might have been a couple $100 over what I've seen recently, but not crazy high for sure. And that is the most valuable Young Gun on the planet, is the Ovechkin. Jeff McMahon says Mike Bossy's the purest goal scorer ever. John says we lost so much great hockey from Mike Bossy and Bobby Orr's shortened careers. That is true for sure. Morgan's eating a Chicago hot dog right now. CC says, great items. My first auction win with MC tonight. Thank you, CC. Love hearing it. Welcome to the show. And thank you for bidding for sure. 14 seconds left, Michael, on the LeBron James Black Refractor. 500 copies. I mean, we can watch this together. You want to say anything? Go for
it. I love this. I love that card. I mean, I know the X Factor and the gold are rarer, but honestly, all the money in the world, I would still take the Black Refractor. I think it looks the best. I think it just provides that color contrast. It complements the jersey color really well. And I don't know, something about those really difficult borders combined with the simple design, like it just makes you go, I want to find the best copy of this that I can.
Or any copy. To be honest for me, I would be happy with an 8.5. Like I don't, 14 grand, great card. Sometimes for me, it's becoming more and more about owning the card than just having the best condition. It's on rare cards. And 500, this is one of those cards kind of on the cusp. 500 is not that rare, but it's still super tough. It's one of those. Wow, this card went up since we flashed it a few minutes ago. This is the 1939 play ball Ted Williams rookie card in a PSA 6 holder, $9,412. I mean, again, it's a simple black and white image, but I love the card. I personally own a copy of this. I love it. I've had it for over 10 years, and this is a great card. 46 seconds, Michael. Anything you'd like to say about this card?
I mean, listen, I'm from the New England area. Ted Williams is a legend and a hero up here. The guy just defined baseball for that post-war generation. This is a great card. Like you said, it's a really simple image, but it's great.
Whoa,
that's a huge bid.
9612 to 11226, guys. I'll also mention it's a pop 117, and there are 243 higher. That means, this is among the 360 nicest Ted Williams rookies on the planet. And these are very popular, important cards. Hall of Famer. This is a very important rookie card in the history of baseball, in my opinion. And that's why I own one. 3 seconds. Any more snipers? Final call. $11,711. Michael, sorry for cutting you off there, but we had to get in.
Oh, that's 2,000 above the last comp for a 6.
Very nice.
That's crazy. Wow. Let's go.
Because, like you said, and like we've been saying, the grade is really only a suggestion. It's kind of one person's opinion at any given time. Really savvy collectors nowadays are starting to, and not just now starting, there have been savvy collectors doing this for a while, but more and more people are starting to assess condition for themselves and not just rely on the grade. And they're willing to pay up for a card that is very strong for the grade, to the point where you may pay more for a very strong PSA 3 than you would for a weak PSA 6 or PSA 5 for sure, because you want a card that looks nice. You're going to be proud to show people if you can afford it. We've seen some low grade cards that look their grade as well, but there's something for every budget, or hopefully there's something for every budget. Next item up for bid. This is the second last card of the night, everybody, on MC Mondays Live here on the Sports Cards Live YouTube channel. This is the Satchel Paige 49 Bowman rookie card. This is in a PSA 6 holder, and this is a nice card. Another very important card. Yours truly does own a copy in his PC as well, and I love it. Slightly off-centered left to right, but hey, I mean, when it comes to cards from 1949, I'm willing to take a bit off-centered. The card looks great to me. Corners all show small touches that bring it down to a 6. I think that's the biggest problem with the card are those corners. Michael, anything to add?
This is a gorgeous card in person, like you said, right? There are those one or two little things, but this really punches well above its weight. The sharp registration, I think, is what really brings this card home. You know, this is such a tough card to get in focus, so it's got to be great to see where it ends.
The registration, you're right on that. There's a bid to $8,011. Final opportunity, 1 second left. And this PSA 6 satchel is going to sell for $8,011. And this brings us to the final item up for bid tonight, 1932 U.S. Caramel, George Herman Ruth. You know him as the Babe. This is an SGC 1.5. I don't know much about this card, Michael, but I'm guessing it is super tough because it's a 1.5 holder. Now, it's a nice 1.5 overall. Got some staining at the bottom, but I mean, you know, even if it's got some wrinkles in it, like, still looks pretty good for a 1.5, and it's at $9,900 with 74 bids. Michael, tell us what you know from having this card in-house there.
Yeah, so once again, this is a proud product of Boston, Massachusetts, 1932 U.S. Caramel multi-sport set. Has a lot of great ball players in it. Ruth was the last card in the set, so as you know, obviously, back in the olden days, people would just tie rubber bands around. So first and last cards always got banged up. And that's part of the story here. Obviously, kind of the 30s, a little bit of a downturn in card production. So that also adds into it. And then just being in a caramel pack, a lot of staining issues. So all the perfect storm of terrible conditions to make these cards really desirable. And the image is really great, right? That bright red background is gorgeous. And this copy in person, I mean, that is a deep, rich red in person. I've owned a couple cards from this set. And I mean, when you have one that has a pop of color, it is just gorgeous and special. Unfortunately, I haven't owned the Ruth from this set. That's
yeah, we just went up from 9,900 to 11,300. We got 10 seconds left, everybody. There's a bid to 1511. The snipers are out. Is anybody else going to pull the trigger on this U.S. Caramel Babe Ruth? There's a bid to 15,769. Anyone else? $15,769 on this SGC 1.5 U.S. Caramel Babe Ruth. Very, very cool card right there, Michael. All right, well, hey, those are it goes by so fast. This is so much fun. Joe Perot said that was a nice Ronaldo. That was a nice Ronaldo tag card. Caesar thought the Kobe Bryant rookie was underrated. Yeah, I mean, I would say so for sure. Very nice card. And picture Grant Hill as well, who's no slouch. Very nice, very nice. So, yeah, Michael, I mean, listen, there was, I mean, I had to yell and scream a couple times. I got so excited there. That was a fun night. Mr. Mike Cance is in the chat right now. He comes up and says amazing results. He's very happy with the auction tonight, Mike. Hope everything goes good from a behind-the-scenes perspective and all these items get paid for and everyone is happy. Your consigners are happy. Your buyers are happy. I know you provide great service, guys. If anyone is looking to consign cards to MC Sports Cards, are you guys going to be at the Burbank show?
We will be at the Burbank show. So Mike will be there. Moody will be there. I will not be there. I will be in New York City that weekend.
Okay.
But yes, we as a company will be at Burbank for the full show, taking consignment on site. So obviously, if you have anything that you're looking to drop off, either for MC Monday, or if you just have a bunch of cards that you want to get rid of, that you want to liquidate, maybe rebalance your collection a little bit, come by the booth, drop them off. And it looks like pretty much everything, I just texted Mike, looks like pretty much everything was legit. That Ted Williams, the play ball rookie, that was a legit buyer, repeat buyer. So very pleased with that result. And
nice.
I mean, that's the great thing about eBay, right? It has such a broad buyer pool. And then I think another thing that we're really proud of is that obviously, and you know, all credit to Mike and Moody, who really have been building the business for so long to establish the reputation of being good to deal with and you know, not pulling any punches, being upfront with everything. And that gets rewarded through the fact that people bid with confidence on the auctions that we run, and people consign with confidence. So I think that's really exciting. And yeah, MC Mondays have been such an adventure so far, and we're only 6 in.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We'll be back next Monday, guys. If you are interested in reaching out to MC Sports Cards with any questions, concerns, you want to consign with them, the email address is on the ticker right now, info@mcsportscards.com. I missed the M on the end there. That is .com. I will get that fixed up for next week. Don't know how we've never seen that before, Michael. But please, everybody, reach out to these guys. Great guys in the hobby. They provide great service, and they'll be at the Burbank. I will also be at the Burbank show. Be sure to stop by there if you want to consign any cards for them to sell for you on the MC Mondays or their regular auction frequency that they do have. Mike did jump in here, Michael, and say that it looks like only a couple won't be paid for, which is good. But I think he's probably, like, listen, I'm not in his head, but my guess is he's just being conservative and being safe, and hopefully everything does get paid for. But I love the transparency. I love the immediate comment here from Mike, who's looking to see who's bidding, or do we have any zero feedback winners tonight? That's where he might be concerned. A low feedback winner maybe won something, and he might say, well, maybe it doesn't get paid for, but you know what? Maybe it does. And if it doesn't, well, you know that it will be relisted, and that bidder will be blocked, and hopefully it'll sell next time. But I love the transparency. I love the timeliness of it, and I just love working with you guys. This is always so much fun. All right, next week, you guys, I'm gonna do one more time. I'm gonna put the link to MC Sports Cards eBay store in the chat. I just did that. If you click on that, it'll take you, and you will now get a preview at next week's items. This is it's not to the store. It's only to MC Mondays. They have a special link. I've shared it with you. You can save it, and you can see it next time yourselves. I have the link saved for every Monday. You guys do the same thing. Any final comments?
And there are going to be, there are 3 cards that should be going live tonight. A package came a little bit delayed, so we said, you know what, we're just going to put it on 7 days starting tonight. It's in MC Monday. It is 3 PMG greens from football, including a John Elway, which is a massive card, number to 15 for the greens. And obviously that is one of the biggest Elway cards out there. So we're really excited about that. Those might be going up literally like in the next 2 or 3 minutes. So refresh the page again. But next week looks awesome.
And that's interesting because I think it was just last night on PWCC, a bunch of green PMGs, football PMGs sold. And there were some, and they did well. There's also some, like there's a Jerry Rice green PMG that's it was $60,000 earlier today on PWCC. So the players, the Elway, we'll see how they sell relative to those, but that's going to be really exciting for somebody who might be working on the set or the player collectors to know that you can pick off a bunch of greens in 1 week here on various platforms, including MC Sports Cards on MC Monday. So really happy to hear that, Michael. That's super cool. I'm excited to cover those next week. I'm sure the snipers will not be invisible next Monday. They will be back. All right. Everybody, let me just thank everybody in the chat for joining. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Hope you enjoyed this. Michael, thank you. You provide great color. You're turning into a great show partner with me, so I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for being here and providing all your knowledge on these items. Thank you, Michael.
Of course. Thank you so much, Jeremy. It's always fun to do these. It's always fun to see where the auctions go, and it's an adventure every week.
It's always fun. All right. Everybody, thanks again for joining. Happy Monday. Have a great rest of the week. We'll see you back here next Monday on MC Mondays Live on the Sports Cards Live YouTube channel. And with that, this episode of MC Mondays Live, number 6, is now